Everybody, we're so happy to have you guys back. It was a big thing for Kim and I this week to get ready and have everybody here, and the good Lord's watching over us with no rain today. We were worried about that, but it's all working out. First off, I just want to announce to everybody, I got big news this morning. I was notified that Oak Knoll Winery has been awarded the 2021 Best Winery Award from Hillsborough. That comes from, it's voted on by our customers, it's voted on by the community. And so it's something that all the wineries work hard for every year and compete against. And I know Kim and a couple other tasting room managers compete every year. And this is what, our third, it's our third year of getting it. Yeah. So it's fun to share the news, but also fun to kind of rub it in our constituents because it's fun competition. So we're here today to announce the winner and show the official Rose Festival label. As many of you know that have been wine club members for years, this is our 15th consecutive year of being the official wine of the Portland Rose Festival. And we're really proud of that sponsorship. Every year, the label is a competition by an artist that actually shows what the real theme of the year is. And this year's theme is
Hope Reigns.
Hope Reigns. After all we've been through, and I think hope's come through for us all. For many years, the artist was from the Oregon College of Art and Craft because we wanted to support education and student artists. But about 3 years ago, they ended up closing it down, and we opened the competition to the public in the metro area and had a lot of submissions. But we always reserve wine club, the Rose Festival wines for wine club because they're produced in extremely small limited editions. And each bottle's numbered like a piece of artwork. And we always have the artists out here. Well, this year, Kim and I came up with an idea to honor you guys and make something special. So it's only our wine club members that were eligible to win this year. So this year's winner is an Oak Knoll Wine Club member. We're excited about that. So a little bit about Rose Festival. One thing that's important to us, and being a member so many years, is what Rose Festival is in our community and what it's done. It's 114 years that Rose Festival has consecutively put on a festival and celebrated the Portland area. Really exciting. The one thing that Jeff and I talked about a few years ago is with today's fast-paced life, or pre-COVID, and electronics taking over everything, and everybody trying to keep up with the Joneses. The one neat thing that Portland had was Rose Festival. You can go to the carnival, you can go to Starlight Parade, you can go to Rose Parade, dragon boat races. There's a lot out there that Rose Festival offers that you can go with family, with neighbors, with friends, with coworkers, and put life aside for a couple hours. And this nostalgia of being a kid, or the feeling of community again. And when you participate with Rose Festival, I encourage you next year to go out there, because let me tell you, they're gonna celebrate big. But it is a lot of fun to just put life aside and go down and enjoy some of the festivities that have been around for 114 years. I encourage you to do it. But I want to introduce you to Dave Todd, the president of the Portland Rose Festival, and he's here to talk a little more about it.
Thank you. And we are still partying, just not quite as obviously. There are parades. It's the porch parade still going on. So if you go online, you can find all of the spots that have decorated their porches, including a lot of businesses. We opened it up to businesses this year, so they're still out there. We have the court busy. They're out and doing their traveling around and visiting the way they always do, just not quite as much. The 114 years is interesting too, because the Rose Festival has been part of my life for 47 years now. I came back to Portland out of the Navy and got involved with the Rose Festival in 1974 and have been involved continuously ever since, and will be for quite some time to come, I hope. So the Rose Festival also is deeply embedded in the community and community activities and community support. We have, this year is a minor exception, I think, but we have an official charity that we select and support each year. Meals on Wheels has been one of our more recent ones. And we also have some of our activities, a lot of our activities, really highly community-based. The kids parade, the junior parade, is entirely based on kids. Kids show up and they're in the parade, basically, is the rule. Bands have to audition a little bit, but kids, if they show up, they're in the parade. The Starlight Parade is very, very community-oriented, with a lot of nonprofits and local charities and that kind of group involved. My wife marched in it when she was working with one of the neighborhood coalitions in Portland. She even, turns out, she marched with walking pneumonia one night in the rain. So that's maybe overdoing it a little bit, but it is very definitely deeply tied into the community and involves a lot of other neighborhood festivals as sort of partners in our activities. So we're very glad to be doing that, and we are planning to be back big time next year. We're shifting to a runway to 2022 as soon as we finish our activities. They're going on right now, and we invite you to watch the countdown clock and join us on May 27th of 2022 for the big launch. So.
Great. Okay, so without waiting any longer, I'd like to introduce you to this year's label winning artist. Would you like to come up? Jeannie Herinckx. Jeannie works as an educator right now out in Cornelius. She's got a degree in arts and education. She loves the hobby of the arts, and I think this year's artwork shows it. We absolutely love the label on the bottle. She did a fantastic job. So if the two of you would like to come over and unveil the 2021 Rose Festival Collector Series wine label. Beautiful job. So when we selected Jeannie, I called her to announce her win, and I asked her what was her inspiration for this label. And I've shared the story with everybody, but not the label. And the roses you see in front her inspiration was this year's Rose Festival logo, the rose. And that kind of inspired her to come up with these roses in front. And then she said she was gonna put the cityscape behind it. But as she started putting the cityscape behind it, she noticed with the St. John's Bridge in the center and the other high-rises downtown, it started to look like a crown. And so if you look at it, that's when she decided to add some sparkle to it. So the sparkle is the shininess of the crown and the crystals, but everything that makes up the crown is Portland City. So I thought that was pretty cool as she layered it together. So congratulations, Jeannie. Great job. And we'll celebrate the label all year long.